I'm letting my surface dry, and while it dry, I'm gonna play with the stamps. This is the stamps. I decided on putting this one. Let's see if you are able to see this one, this beautiful one. Maybe if I put something underneath, if you can see it. Okay, I wanted to do this one in embossed, but it's very fragile and it doesn't have the whole, so I don't think it's a good idea to put this one as with the texture paste. But I want to put some with the texture paste. I'm gonna do this one with the texture paste and probably the lettering. So I want to do this one in the corner, but I have to realign them, and I'm gonna do that, and we'll be right back. Okay, so this is what you're gonna do. You're gonna do spray your stencil, and this is what I use to spray the stencil on the back. And now you're gonna position the stencil where you want and cover the other areas so that they don't get any of the paint. And we're gonna paint now. Okay, I'm gonna try on the new heart, on the first heart, the Quartz new metallic luster color. Doesn't show too much. So it's very similar to this. So, and we may have to put something else on top. I think I'm gonna put this on top. It's very similar to that color because it's too similar to my background. Okay, so I have to clean this and I want to try this one. It's called Rich Espresso Metallic, Dazzling Metallic. I want to try that one. So I'm going to remove the excess water from my dover. This is called a dover. And I'm going to pounce it on the paint. I'm going to remove the excess. This may show better. I'm gonna clean it. Okay, they're not showing the way I want them to, so what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna mix the media black and then I'm gonna reposition. I'm gonna remove the excess like that. I think it's not working. Well, I did a mess of my stencil, but I'm gonna. What I liked was that color that so I'm gonna put that color that I like, which was the Rich Espresso, and oopsie daisy. And I'm gonna put that in there and fix whatever I have done wrong. All this work to do this. Was not supposed, I put the glue, it was not supposed to go underneath, but it did. Then let's see what we have now. Gonna clean my mess, and I will be right back. Okay, we're just gonna work with what we have. So now I'm gonna put this other one in here. I'm gonna put this one in here, and this one I'm going to apply with the, I'm gonna apply for this one. Put this, and what I'm gonna do with those hearts, I'm gonna paint those hearts, and we'll work with what we have. Okay, so this one I wanna put let's put one of the colors that we already used in the design. For this one, I'm gonna mix texture paste with let's see, we can use either the oyster beige. Let's use the oyster beige. So oyster beige plus the texture paste. I'm gonna mix the texture paste plus the oyster beige and tint that. It's gonna turn lighter than what I want, so I'm gonna put a tiny bit of pebbles. Because the texture paste is already white, it's gonna turn a tiny bit lighter, so I'm gonna put a tiny bit of pebble. So I'm gonna mix oyster beige, pebble, and that texture paste. And I'm gonna leave it marbleized. Let's see if I can leave it marbleized. Tiny bit of glamour dust fell in there, but well. Okay, so we're gonna put this in here. Like that. A bit so that is comfortable for me. If you have any leftovers, you can save it. And I'm gonna put it inside of the same container, but I'm gonna save it in a different cubby. Oopsie daisy. Now I don't know what's gonna happen because my stencil went up. Nothing is working today. I may have to start this all over. Okay, so I'm gonna lift it, see what happened. Yay, that worked. It's so pretty. Wow, I really like that. Okay, I'm gonna put my stencil to clean my stencil, and I will be right back. Okay, I'm going to use back my brushes. And then what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna paint this heart with use colors that we have used already. So I may do an interference, so I'm gonna paint it with black, and then I'm going to use interference colors. That's what I'm going to do on those hearts. So I'm going to paint those hearts in black, and I will be right back. I didn't want this to spill the way it did and smear the way it did. But since it happened, we're going to work with what I have. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to use these ones too. So I'm going to make that it was in purpose that everything was spilling. And I'm going to paint the cup with chocolate. Is Decoart Americana Multi-Metallic Surface Colored Chocolate. I'm gonna mix it and I'm gonna base coat it and I will be right back. Okay, there are 6 hearts and there are 6 interference colors, so I'm gonna use them all. The first one, the biggest one would be the 2 big ones would be the ones that we already use in the designs, and the other ones I'm gonna put in the smaller ones. Okay, so the big one I'm gonna use with the magenta. I'm gonna start with the magenta for the big one. I'm just gonna put magenta in there. You know what, I'm gonna do this outside of the camera and I will be right back. Okay, so I put all the colors and now I'm going to take same color that I used before to highlight that the flower. I'm going to use to highlight this interference, the top one. So let's do only one side. Like that. Okay, let's take the gold one. The gold one. And we have a gold color already here. If I find it. Coming out. Okay. Let's highlight that with that gold color. Let me find. I'm gonna use the same pink for the purple one. And let's see, we can find other colors to play with. Okay, you do not have to buy all these colors to paint this project. It's because I have them that I want to use them, but you can paint all the hearts with one color and you don't have to spend money on all this color. Anyway, I have this amethyst metallic color, so I'm going to use that one too. So I'm going to highlight the purple with the amethyst. Then I have crystal green for one of the greens. For the turquoise, I have pico pearl. I have for the blue, ice blue. And I have for the other green, this dark patina color. So I have all these metallic colors that I'm going to use, but you don't have to. I'm going to open them and I will be right back. Okay, so I am putting the crystal green on this one. That is pretty. And I'm gonna put the dark patina on the other one. I'm gonna put the patina in here on this one. And I think I may put some of this green here, because that way that color is not isolated in there. So I'm putting that green in there. I'm gonna put a coat of this color on the lower section of the cup, and I will be right back. And now on this side I can make it lighter. and brighter with another color, which is Peacock Pearl. So I'm gonna put Peacock Pearl on the inside in here. I'm just gonna blend that with the other color that I put in the other side, which was the dark patina. And I'm not gonna put any more because if I'm gonna cover all the underneath that I have that I like. Okay, so, and I'm gonna keep the inside. It's still gonna have the coffee color, which was the espresso color. In some places, you can make that lighter. See, we can let it dry and then we can put some color, some lighter color inside there. Okay, so I'm gonna show you the other stencils, but I want this to dry a tiny bit. I'm gonna dry it and I will be right back. Okay, so I put the texture paste and I added more of the pebbles so that it is tiny more into the pebbles. I don't want to completely pebbles, and I tell you why. Because it's gonna stand out more if it's lighter than if it is darker. I don't want to get lost in here. So I'm gonna put the excess back on my container. And I'm going to remove that and clean it. Looks almost the same color. But it was not. I put more. Oh well. Can always tint it if I want to. Gonna clean my stencil and I will be right back. So I put this archival ink that I have. It's called Coffee, and I use that. I don't like the color, so I'm gonna blot it with a paper towel. And I'm gonna try using espresso. And putting espresso on that stamp. And I'm gonna put espresso, so now I'm gonna put it in a different place so it doesn't match. Putting espresso again. putting espresso again. Splashing from this cup all that coffee in, and also splashing coffee and splashing hearts. And I think that's a better way of seeing this, and it helps tie everything together. So what I'm doing, I'm making a loading zone for my stamp because I don't have that plastic, and then I press on that loading zone, and then I bring this chocolate and splash it on my piece. I think it's enough. If we put too many, then we make a real mess. So that it doesn't look like a mistake. All those now I have some espresso in here and just put it in some places. Yes, all this is part of that coffee spilling, and all this is coming from that coffee. Okay, I'm gonna clean my stamp, and I like to clean my stamps on baby wipes. So I will clean my stamp before I put it away. And I'm still not happy with this. I'm thinking I'm gonna put another coat of that color. Bring those things back again. It was chocolate dark patina and the turquoise. Let me find the turquoise. Okay, I think the turquoise was pickup pearl. Okay, so we are going to start with the dark section, and let's find a large brush. Okay, and I'm gonna start with, on the dark section, I'm gonna put the coffee with the patina, with the dark patina on this side. And then I'm gonna wipe my brush and go to the dark patina alone and blend with that. Then we go brighter with the pickup pearl, and it's only on this section, and we go back to the patina. And then we go back to the mixture of the patina with the chocolate. Okay. Okay, then let's put a tiny bit more of this patina in here. And we can put a tiny bit more on this. A tiny bit in here. Okay, then let's bring some more of that berry coloring here. On top of the interference. The gold, the pure gold doesn't look pretty, so I have a prettier gold and we can use that. I'm gonna bring it. I really love this elegant finish metallic paint, and this is Rich Espresso, and this one is Glorious Gold, and I'm gonna put some of this because this really needs help. So I'm gonna take a tiny bit of the Rich Espresso and put it on here. And I need to clean my hands. Okay, so that gold is very similar to this gold, so you don't have to put any other color. And I'm gonna take that Rich Espresso now. I'm gonna shade this heart with the Rich Espresso. And when I have that dark in there, and I'm gonna highlight that coffee. Let's see, I wanna put a darker color. So that chocolate is not showing. But let's put some of this gold in there. I don't have to put two golds for you. One is enough. Maybe we'll make sure I let you choose which one you want to buy. Some gold in here. So I'm gonna put darker sections and lighter sections. Let's see how I can take a tiny bit of black. Gonna mix a tiny bit of black with that Rich Espresso and make it darker. Losing all my colors. Where are you, black? So I mix black with the Rich Espresso and I make it darker. And I want to make this in here darker. Okay. So much for that. Let's highlight this a tiny bit with that turquoise pearl, pickled pearl. Put a tiny bit of pickled pearl in there, in here. And let's see, maybe a tiny bit, not too much, inside of here. Okay, I'm not happy with the color of those. I want to do something to that cafe, but it's still wet. So tomorrow, we have more things to do tomorrow. I have to let all this dry, and I'm going to show you how it looks right now. I have to put more. I'm going to re-highlight. This is how it looks now. I have to wait. I'm waiting for the product that I have not arrived yet, that I have to put in here, and then I'm gonna spray. I'm gonna spray see, I don't know if I want to change that. There's a hair in there under the varnish. Was able to take it. Okay, so this is what we have so far, and I'm gonna highlight it more, and we'll see tomorrow if we need to put anything else. But I'm just gonna re-highlight every place that we put the highlight. I'm gonna re-highlight. See if I can put it so that it is completely in camera. So this is what I have so far. I hope you like it so far.